Hey y'all, what is up and welcome back to Texas Islander Outdoors. I'm Ian and today we're going to be doing a good old open water South Texas duck hunt. But before that, I'd like to get into a quick little gear overview of everything that I bring with me on the hunt, from the decoys, the guns, the shells I'm shooting, what I'm wearing, and once we get to the boat ramp, I'll get into the boat a little bit too. It is mid-December. The weather is absolutely beautiful. It's kind of hot today, high humidity, 80 degrees Fahrenheit. Humidity, I'm sure, is at 100%. We got some fog rolling in off the Gulf. Light winds blowing about 10 mile an hour out of the southeast right now. Sunny, and I'm literally wearing shorts and like a neoprene dry fit shirt. So that's pretty much all we're gonna wear on the hunt, and of course our waders, just so we don't get wet. The water is a little cold. Okay, so typically when we go out on these hunts, we're hunting public land and we're looking for a blind that comes on a first come, first served basis. So that meaning whoever gets there first has possession of the blind for that day. So it's important to get there early. Sometimes we don't, and we may not get our first choice, but oh well. Adapt, overcome, and still try to have fun with it. So our first little piece of equipment is going to be 2 chairs, 2 to 3 chairs, depending on how many people are going with you. I've got my waders right here. These are some just cheap Magellan Sportsman waders right here. And then these are Casey's waders. Those were the Tidewee waders off of Amazon. Both waders are very inexpensive, and you can get multiple seasons out of them depending on how well you treat them. Next, I wanted to get into the decoy setup that I have. So I run a dozen green wing teal decoys, a dozen and a half redhead decoys, and then half a dozen pintails. We have a good variety of ducks down here, so it's important to keep a variety in your spread. Mainly the ones that you might want to keep out of your spread are going to be the mallards, because those are very uncommon down here in South Texas, and any pintail or widgeon or rarer bird is going to be spooked by a bird that they don't regularly see down here. So I think that's a good point to make. Just keep the mallards out of your decoys if you're hunting the South Zone in Texas. Other people may have some opinions on it, but that's my personal opinion. As far as how the decoys are set up, so this is a mallard hen, just for instance. The Texas rig consists of a clip swivel, a regular swivel, some mono line that's crimped right there, and then it runs down to a lead weight. This lead weight is what sits in the mud and basically keeps the decoy from floating off. I find this to be the easiest way to set your decoys out and pick them back up. Total, putting them out, it probably takes me 5 minutes to put out 3 dozen decoys, so not bad. And then to pick them up, it's another 5 minutes. This is the gun that my grandpa gave me. It's a Remington 870. It used to be non-cerakoted coated, but last year I got it cerakoted coated to prevent rust. There we go. And for this gun, I just have a regular old Game Winner case, not waterproof. So we just got to make sure that we clean it well and take it out of the bag every time after every hunt. Next, this is the gun that I've been shooting for the past couple years. It is a Benelli Nova pump, and it does very well in the salt conditions. Haven't had any issues with it. It is a very good gun overall. Very light and inexpensive. And then the case that I have is the Game Winner dry bag, as you can see. It's a more expensive gun, but still very affordable, and I want to preserve that one, so that's why I keep it in the dry bag. As far as what I take with me into the blind, I keep it very basic. You don't want to take a whole bunch of stuff, be weighed down. So I typically run with anywhere from 4 to 2 shot for here down in South Texas. That way you don't leave the birds injured. And then I only keep a couple calls, have a little whistle, and then just a little quacking call. And of course the finisher here to finish off our ducks. A pair of binos, a pair of headphones for ear protection, and then just some more camo. But that's basically all I carry with me on the duck hunts. We're gonna go get the boat launched, get out there, and get to hunting. All right, we just pulled up to the boat ramp, get our waders on, load up these decoys, guns, and the dog. You can hear her right now. and we're gonna launch the boat and get out on the water. We're gonna go run by a blind that my buddy wants me to pin for possibly the morning. It looks promising, but then we'll probably end up hunting another blind. I'll show you all a quick walk around of the boat. It's a 14-foot little scooter boat. Nothing crazy. Little 40 horse Tohatsu 4-stroke on the back. Nice. Pulled up to the blind. We ran through some pretty shallow stuff to get in here. As you can see, the blind's right there. Let's go check it out. All right, so it's pretty shallow around here, but we do have an increasing tide, so it will come up another couple of inches. But here is the blind. It is pretty worn down, but it should be plenty of cover for us. Really trash. We'll probably end up picking up some of this trash on our way out, but here she is. And here's Paisley. What's up, buddy? Oh, I got you peeing. All right, we're gonna go ahead and set out the decoys. We have a southeast wind, so we want to position our J coming across the land and out right here with the redheads. We'll probably put a group of pintails either out there or out there, and then the group of teal maybe somewhere in this general area. Let's get to it. We're about 50 yards from the blind. We'll call that good. All right, so we haven't had anything fly in all afternoon, so we're gonna wait for this night flight right before sunset. Hopefully get a few birds.
Crazy, touch it. Touch it.
Alright, first bird. That was a crazy shot. I hope I got it on video. But we're gonna go ahead and kill him. We have another group. Alright. Beautiful bird. He got blasted. Well, we waited all afternoon. Hey! Waited all afternoon for one single redhead to fly in. It wasn't the best day, but at least we got something. That is actually